Guys, come here. It was secret to tell you. I bought more books. So basically, I looked up used bookstores in the area and I found one. And it was like, okay, so I know what I'm doing today. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books. And they were all like half price from the list price. So, needless to say, I'm pretty thrilled. As you can see by my bookshelf, like, it's kind of messy, so don't really look at it, but just kind of look at it. Like, there's a little gap up there, and that is unacceptable. I'm gonna try to fill that gap, and now I actually have too many books. So I either need to get another bookshelf or sell books. So basically, I need to find a bookshelf, because that is the only solution for this problem. So, let's start with the adult books I got, because I got adult books and I never read adult books. So I got them, and most of them I got recommended to by, anyway, from BookTube. First one, World War Z by Max Brooks. So I've heard that this book is really good, and it's told in like interviews. I'm not sure if that's true because I don't know anything about this, but it's the zombie apocalypse. So the back says, "We survived the zombie apocalypse, but how many of us are still haunted by that terrible time? We have temporarily defeated the living dead, but at what cost? Told in the haunting and riveting voices of the men and women who witnessed the horror firsthand, World War Z is the only record of the plague years." So, New York Times bestseller on like everything, major motion picture. Like, I am really excited for this book. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So I basically got this book for 2 reasons. One is the cover, well, no, 3 reasons. One is the cover, one's the description, and one is the author. So basically everything about this book sold me on it. I saw this book, I didn't care how much it was, I put it in my basket, I'm getting it. The next book I saw on Reagan's channel from Peruse Project, not Perusetopia, Peruse Project, and I am really excited for this book because it's an adult fantasy, which I do not read at all. Like, I read tons of YA fantasy, but my, like, adult fantasy is, like, not happening. Like, there is nothing in the adult fantasy region for me. But anyway, The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. So, I'm really excited for this book because Reagan said it was fantastic and she read the whole series, and I really trust her. Like, I think she's super cool. She's one of my favorite booktubers, so when I get a recommendation from her of like a have-to-read book, like, you can bet I'm gonna pick up that book because she knows what she's doing. Like, we have the same taste and everything. So this book is about a guy named Gavin, and he's the Prism, and thus is the most powerful man in the world. He is a high priest and emperor, a man whose power, wit, and charm are all that preserves a tenuous peace. Yet prisms never last, and Gavin Guile knows exactly how long he has left to live. 5 years to achieve 5 impossible goals. But when Guile discovers he has a son born in a far kingdom after the war that put him in power, he must decide how much he's willing to pay to protect a secret that could tear his world apart. And one thing Reagan said about this book is that the magic system is really cool, and I'm all for unique magic systems because I write fantasy, young adult fantasy, but it's still fantasy. So this book going straight in my massive TBR pile in the corner of the room. I'll have to show it to you guys later. It's really sad. But anyway, The Black Prism, Brent Weeks. So my next stack is young adult because I'm obsessed. It is my favorite. So I'll start with this one. This is supposedly really popular. I haven't heard that much about it just because every time I see a video of it for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, I'll watch it later. And I never do. Because I am a doofus, and that's just how I roll. So the back says, a young woman, a kingdom, an evil enemy, a birthright foretold. So this, just that tiny description sounds really cool, and the book is so pretty. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. And it's paperback, which I love. I love my paperbacks. For reading copies. Like, some copies I have that are hardbacks, I just like to have them to look pretty on the shelf. But yeah, this is a paperback, so it'll be fun to read. And A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. So I read like a little of this a while back, and then I was like, even though I didn't finish it, I gave it a rating, and it's like, Avery, you're not supposed to do that. But I was like 10, so give me a break. I want to read this book now though, because I've heard such great things about it, and like it looks like a pretty quick, easy read, which I'm excited about because that's my favorite kind of book. And the cover is so gorgeous, like her corset and like just even the title, like everything just draws me in. Some pheromone bullshit going on. I'm excited for this book. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what any of these books are about. I like pretty covers. Fight Me. Brightly Woven by Alexandra Bracken. And I'm actually going to read the description for this one because it's really cool. The day the rains came was like any other, blistering air coating the canyon in a heavy stillness. Just as the rains come after 10 long, dry years, a young wizard, Waylon North, appears to whisk Sidel Mirabelle away from her desert village. North needs an assistant, and Sidel is eager to see the country and to join him on his quest to stop the war that will surely destroy her home. But North has secrets about himself, about why he chose Sidel, about his real reasons for the journey. What does he want from her? And why does North's sworn enemy seem fascinated by Sidel himself? Through a journey that spans a country, magic and hard-won romance are woven together with precision and brilliant design by a first-time novelist. So this is Alexandra Bracken's first book. And I love Alexandra Bracken. If y'all don't know, like, I got to meet her, and she is, like, the prettiest human being ever, and she's like, I follow her on Twitter, and, like, low-key stalk her, because I love everything she posts. She's just smart and clever and funny, and I want to be her when I grow up. Next, and I can't believe I found this, because I think it's really new, but the next book is Winter Song by S.J. Jones, and it's a retelling of Labyrinth, the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. I'm really bad with names. Anyway, so the cover is stunning. Let's just get that out of the way. But also, like, Labyrinth was my favorite movie as a kid. So growing up, I probably watched it like at least 20 times. I loved the songs, I loved the adventure, the magic, I loved David Bowie. Like, I thought he was so cute, and with the hair and the makeup, like, I thought he was adorable. So I had a crush on Jareth. But yeah, so this book I really need to read, I think, because the movie was such an integral part of my childhood, and to have it in book form is kind of like magical for me. So I hope this is a good read, because I am really excited for it, guys. Next book, not the final book, but one of the very cool finds, is Endgame the Calling by James Fry. Or is it Frey? I don't know. Regardless, I'm so excited for this book. I've been wanting to read it forever, but oh god, the description's really long. But it's about a game, and it sort of sounds like, I haven't read Ready Player One or The Maze Runner, which is sad, but it sounds like a combination of those two in a way, so I'm really excited for this. It sounds super cool. I'll just read the bottom because that part's short. Play, survive, solve, people of Earth, endgame has begun. And here's the kicker. I've been wanting to read this book for forever, and here's the kicker, guys. Signed freaking copy at a used bookstore. Like, I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I was like screaming because I love signed books so much. And it's not personalized or anything, so it's literally just a signature, and it's like, oh my god. Anyway, so one last book, and there's a cool little story about this one. So I was talking to the bookstore owner asking how everything was because I couldn't find the pricing on the books because I'm really stupid, but I wear this necklace like every day. I got it from my sister. I don't know if you can see it, but it says literature is my boyfriend. And there was a guy who was selling some books there, and he ran out to the car. He was like, just hang on a second. He ran out to the car and he got this book and brought it back in, and I kind of gasped because it's really old. It's from 1875, smells amazing, and it has a golden spine, and supposedly it's real gold. So I saw this and I was just like, man, I might have to buy this. But he was just like, here, I want you to have this. It says literature on it. And you said literature is your boyfriend. So this book is your boyfriend. So I got this for free. And it just absolutely made my day. I love people who just give books to people just out of the kindness of their heart. Like, and I can't really read what it's called, but I think it's Gleanings for the Curious from the Harvest Field Literature. Oh, from the Harvest Field of Literature. And I can't read who the author is, but like the embossing of the cover is just stunning. Like, it is the prettiest darn thing I have ever seen, and I'm gonna treasure this for a really long time. That was longer than I was hoping it was gonna be, because it's only like 9 books, but that's okay. Thank you guys for watching today. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.